So we got a new character, Yunli, and today what we're doing is a should you summon for the barefoot swordswoman. And the thing is, she got this awesome parry mechanic where you literally could just sit there and parry any unit. Like, she parries anything. But anyway, all jokes aside, let's get into should you summon for Clara 2.0. Alright, so basically the way the should you summon gonna go is I'm gonna let you know if she's good or not, should you actually summon for her, what she does, and also her gear that is good for her. So basically, let's start off with what she does. So basically, I'm gonna be honest, they basically said, oh yeah, Clara, let's make her better, okay guys? She's been out for so long, she's useless at this point. Nobody uses her. So let's make a 2.0 version. This basically her whole kit evolves around her parrying. That's about it. It evolves around her parrying moves. Let's say you about to get hit with that, you don't want to pop your ult before he actually hits, but you know, whatever, right? And as you see, she parries regardless anyway. She parries, does damage. Her ult parries, does damage. If you use her ult and she doesn't have, and nobody hits, but a turn go by, she does damage, but at a lower degree. That's basically what this unit is. It's fun as heck. Yes, it is fun as heck. She also hits multiple enemies with her E ability, skill ability, whatever you want to call it. And she also hit multiple abilities with her ult as well. So she's a multi-hitter regardless. Her single target actually only hits one character though. And obviously the light cone that I have is brighter than the sun. Her signature light cone is way better than most. If you going either E1 or S1, go S1. But if you, let's say you just want the character, you got the character, you can use Dong Hong's one, you can use the one that every DPS use. You can also use Playz one as well, since it banks on like having her get hit or whatever. Now let's go into relics, because I know most people want to look at the relics first, whatever, yada yada. Look, by the way, one thing I did want to say is this relic system, 10 out of 10. I love it. I love it so much. This is the best that I ever seen. I can just click, boom, and then we're done. Now the only relic you need is this. You need these, bro. You need this. Now you want your relics to have a lot of crit rate, to be honest, because she already boosts her crit damage in her kit, as you will see once we get to the kit portion. So you don't want crit rate. And obviously, like, see crit rate right there, then crit rate on everything. And then her boots, she don't need to be fast, so you put attack to have her do more damage. You want a physical orb, and then you want an attack rope right here. Now the only thing about my physical orb that I need to change is, even though it does have attack, I am switching that to god dang crit, because I want her to have 100% crit rate. Now why would you want her to have 100% crit rate? I mean, she boosts, you want her to have some crit damage as well. If you have her lightcone, it makes it easy to build her with crit damage also. Just want to let y'all know that. But let's say you have her lightcone and you to be honest, if you have her lightcone, you probably gonna have like 100 crit rate with 200 crit damage or something outrageous like that or something. But that's the optimal build. Most people don't have optimal builds because that's a lot of work. But anyway, let's get into her basic. Let's see. Basically, deals damage. Done. Now her ultimate consumes 120 energy. Yunli gains a parry and taunts all enemies lasting until the end of the next allies or enemies turn. Increases the crit damage dealt by Yun's next counter by 90%. See right there, the crit damage right there. When triggering the counter effect from talent, launches the counter into cool instead and removes the parry effect. If no counter is triggered while parry is active, Yun will immediately launch the counter into slash on a random enemy. Yes, those are two different things. So basically, if she parries, she'd do a higher damage version of if she didn't parry. That's basically what that means. Like, we use her ult and your ally go, she'll do way less damage than if you use her ult and the enemy go. Into slash deals physical damage 198 of Yun's attack to the target and deals physical damage equal to 99% of Yun's attack to adjacent targets. Look bad, okay? I don't know how to pronounce these things, bro. Deals physical damage equal to 198 of Yun's attack to the target and deals 99 physical of Yun's attack to adjacent targets. Then additional deals 6 instances of damage, each dealing physical damage equal to 64% of Yun's attack to a random single enemy. When Yun deals damage via this ability is considered as dealing ultimate damage. And what does any of that mean? That basically means that you good, okay? Like, you want to have an enemy hit you so that way you can do the max damage. And by the way, this line right here, units attack to a random single enemy, 64% physical damage. And that right there, that extra damage considered as ultimate damage is a big thing. Now, you may say, why is it a big thing? It's because the Fox dude does come out next. Now, you get to play with him when you go through the story. And when you look at his kit, it's surprising that one of his kit, it says one thing, one particular thing. And you want to know what it says? It says that Mihoyo is smart as hell, and they put both of these characters out back to back because they complement each other. Now, why would I say that? Because in his alt or skill, whatever the hell it is one of them. It literally states that he boosts his ultimate damage, which means he's going to be good for Yunli. Literally, he's Yunli's like sustainer. They would like, she did a sustainer to a point. I haven't seen it yet, but probably in harder content she need a sustainer. But she needs a sustainer. Now I wonder who her sustainer gonna be. It's gonna be the Fox dude, okay? Because especially since this skill right here, her ultimate deals damage, and then it deals additional damage that is considered an ultimate damage. He boosts up ultimate damage, which means she's gonna be hitting even harder than she was at first. Which means he's literally your healer. It's not you gotta wait 5 banners until the person that is good with her come out. It's literally you wait until her banner go away, and then the person that's good for her team comes out. Literally, that's what I'm pretty sure he's gonna replace Ho-Ho on that team and anything. This right here, because obviously she parries, she get counters, parries, whatever you want to call it. She gets attack, which means she still lose damage. I mean health. Now what does it say? Restores HP equal to 28% of the unit's attack plus 177. Deals physical damage equal to 105 on the unit's attack to a single target enemy, and physical equal damage equal 52% adjacent targets. That's what makes it an AoE. She hits one target, it spreads out to the other 2 on the other sides. I'm not sure how many adjacent targets it hits. I'm guessing just the one on the left and right. That's usually how it works. And then this one right here, Flash Forge. When Yunli gets attacked by an enemy target, regenerates additional 15 energy, which helps you actually gain her ult faster. And her ult really not that hard to gain. It's more that you can stack up 2 of them. That's why it's at a higher cost than what it usually is, like what it really is, to be honest. And let's go back to this though. 15 energy and immediately launches a counter on the attacker, dealing physical damage to 105%. Attack the attacker and physical damage. Oh, Yunli's attack to the attacker and physical damage equal to 52% of Yunli's attack to adjacent targets. If there is no immediate target to counter, then counters a random enemy instead. And that's it. It's targeting a random enemy instead if there's no one to immediately counter. Now, then you also have these where it's like one of them increases the attack, the other one increases like what WoW and Parry state crowd resistant debuffs goes up, which means you kind of like she's good. She's not going to really get crowd control debuff that much, especially if you add a little bit more effect res on her. And then that's basically just whatever, right? All right, so that's her skills. Now, we talked about her skills, we talked about her light cone, we talked about her relics, her eidolons. Unless you're a will, you don't really need it. She's good at E0, okay? You really want her light cone more than anything. Now, other than that, at the end of the day, should you summon for this character, what I would say is, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be completely real, guys, okay? If you have Acheron, I mean, you can beat every content in the game. If you have Firefly in her team, you can beat almost every content in the game. If you have Yunli or whatever the hell her name is, I mean, she's getting old, but you can kind of beat every content in the game. You have Jade, you can beat Pure Fiction, you don't need to worry about that, right? Now, G, do you need her? My opinion, unless they adding a ball or something like that for any game that you got a counter to be able to do extra damage or something like that, you don't really need her. Because I'm gonna be honest, like the thing about Acheron is, right, she wipes through anything. She wipes through almost anything. Not even almost, she wipes through anything because she's just that strong. Now, you may say, oh my god, this is Acheron's shell here. I mean, you take this character, you put her into anything, she almost wipes almost anything. Especially if she got her team, it's GG. She wipes through anything. What I would say personally, if you, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. You spend your money how you spend your money. You spend your pulls how you spend your pulls. It's a game at the end of the day. It's a game that don't even have PvP at the end of the day. So you don't have to have fun. But let's say you wanted to, is it better to get this character or save for a new character? I mean, if it's a character you're eyeing, then you probably should save for, because especially if you have Acheron and Firefly, one of the two, in my opinion, by the way, one of the 2 best damage dealers in the game right now. I mean, you good. You good. You could beat any content in the game if you really wanted to. You just bring Firefly on one team, you bring Acheron on one team, and then you just wipe In the fire blocks, he may be a little bit slower at wiping because you gotta actually break them to do a whole crowd ton of damage. But you just wipe. You literally just gonna just be wiping anyway. Now, my opinion, my full honest opinion is, let's say you don't have Acheron for whatever reason, don't know why you didn't pull for that, or maybe you just came a little bit later than when she came out, and you don't have Firefly, again, big mistake. Anyway, let's say you don't have these two characters, and you want this character, I would say you could get her. I mean, I'll say get her because she actually does a decent amount of damage. Now, the thing is, for Hoo-Hoo, because Hoo-Hoo, wow, I don't have her, but basically, should you get Ho-Ho, right? Or How, whatever her name is. Should you get her because she's good on her team? I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. No. If you're not using her for, I think she's used for dots or whatever, which I don't even use her for dots, and my dot team still does pretty good. I would say she's going to be literally outdated in the next patch. Let's be real. She is already goated. And then it's a character that's coming that makes her even more goated because he boosts up her attack when it comes to her ultimate damage because it's considered as an ultimate damage with them extra things. So let's say you get hit, you parry, she does a parry, and then she does them 6 additional damages. With them 6 additional damages considered ultimate damage. That character that's coming out, the Fox dude, whatever his name is, what does he do? He boosts ultimate damage. He boosts the ultimate damage of ultimate damage. Which means she's gonna be doing way stronger. He's a healer, which means he's going to be able to sustain her. Well, he's a supporter, not really like he's a supporter. That means he can sustain her, and basically you win. That's what my should you summon is. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you do. Don't forget to share the video, and remember that they really did add a female Austin into the game, and they also said F Clara. But anyway, check out this video right here of the summoning for her. I'll tell you one thing, that summon video hurt my soul.